Hello, hi, welcome to day 13 of the 21-day Ashtanga Yoga Challenge. We are nearly 2 weeks into it, which means that we nearly only have 1 week left to complete our 21-day Ashtanga Yoga Challenge. So yesterday we had a look at the peak of the mountain, Bhuji Padasana, Kormasana, Supta Kormasana, and Garbhapindasana and Kukutasana. And so we're going to work up to there, and then we're going to add 3 new poses on, which is our Baddha Konasana bound angle pose, A, B, and C, which is really accessible to everybody. So just a reminder that once you get to Navasana boat pose, maybe you want to take some rest and then come and join in at Baddha Konasana A to C. Let's get going today. Let's see what happens. Modify where you need, push a little deeper where you need. Remember, if you need to take breaks, pause me, or just sit things out, then you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to put my phone on silent before I begin so we're not disturbed. Otherwise, let's get going. So Surya Namaskara A and B to begin. Pressing the soles of the feet into the floor. Neutral balance point between the left and right foot, front and back. Slight contraction of the glute muscles, a lifting through the sternum, rolling the shoulders back and down, fingertips pressing towards the earth. Beginning to engage Ujjayi breathing in and out through the nose. And we really want to create that lovely rhythmic pace. 5 Surya Namaskara A's to begin. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms, look up, gaze to thumbs. Do A, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump to plank, work through Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Tuck the chin for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supta, inhale, step through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Nava, inhale, rise to stand, lift the arms, press the palms, look up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Again, Ekam, inhale. Due, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Step the opposite leg back to plank. Chaturanga, lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supta, inhale, step through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, forward fold. Now inhale, rise to stand, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supta, inhale, step it through, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, forward fold. Now I inhale, rise to stand, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, hands to side, last 2. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold, gaze to the tip of the nose. Inhale, rise to flat back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to plank, engage the glutes as you lower down. Inhale, upward facing, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing. 1, feet hip distance apart. 2, 3, keep a nice fixed gaze. 4, 5. Supta, inhale, step or jump, rise to flat back. Ashtanga, forward fold. Now I inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supta, inhale. Ashtanga, exhale. Noah, inhale. Exhale. Surya. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, Utkatasana. Dway, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump to plank, lower through Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, low lunge or warrior 1. Inhale to lift the arms, look to thumbs. Ashtanga, exhale, step back and lower down. Knees, chest, chin if you need. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Ekadasha, inhale, left foot forward, lift the arms, warrior 1, look up. Dvedasha, exhale, step back and lower down. Triodasha, inhale, upward facing. Chaturdasha, exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump through, rise to flat back. Shordasha, exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, lift the arms, rise to Utkatasana. Exhale to stand. 2 more. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, look up. Dway, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump, lower through Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, release, step back and lower down. Now I inhale, upward facing. Desha, downward facing. Ekadasha, left foot forward, warrior 1. Dvedasha, exhale, step back and lower down. Triodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. 5 breaths. 1, regain that breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Saptadisha, bend the knees, lift to Utkatasana. Exhale to stand. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump, rise to flat back. Shodisha, exhale. Saptadisha, bend the knees, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Palangustasana, step or jump the feet hip distance apart, hands to waist. Exhale, forward fold. Peace fingers around the big toe. Ekam, inhale, flat back. Due, exhale, forward fold, elbows wide. 1, lengthen the spine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Hands under feet, Padahastasana. Exhale, forward fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pancha, inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, step or jump the feet together, hands by the side. Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale, step back with the right foot, lift the arms. Exhale, reach forward, releasing the hand inside of the leg. 1, gaze to thumb. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, turn the right foot in, left foot out. Exhale, reach forward. Trikonasana on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise. Reverse triangle. Parivrita Trikonasana. Face the back of the mat, lift the left arm. Exhale, forward fold. Hand to outside of foot or take a block. Gazing to top right thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise all the way up, face the front of the mat. Roll the right hip in, lift the right arm. Exhale, forward fold, hand to outside of foot, otherwise hand to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to T. Exhale, step forward, Samastitihi. Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Inhale, step the right foot, much longer stance, bend the knee. Exhale, hand to outside of foot or hand or elbow to knee. Gaze to top fingers for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise, right toe in, left toe out. Exhale, bend the knee. Hand to outside of foot or elbow to knee. Gaze to top fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to T, left toe in, Right toe face the back of the mat. Option to drop the knee, lift the back heel, keep the back heel down. Exhale, lifting the left arm up, taking the elbow across, hands to prayer, or full extension, left hand to floor, right hand overhead. 2, Parivrita, Parsvakonasana. 3, extended side angle. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to T. Exhale, face the front of your mat. Coming in to the right knee down, or otherwise back heel is down to the ground. Latch the right elbow to the outside of the knee, prayer position, or full extension for 1. 2, really extend through the back leg. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to T. Exhale, step forward, Samastitihi. Extended, no. Wide leg forward fold. Step the right foot out, nice long stance. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor in line with feet. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold, squeeze the elbows together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, rise to stand. Prasarita Padottanasana. Got there in the end. Inhale, lift the arms to T. Exhale, hands to waist. Prasarita B. Inhale, roll shoulders and elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Crown of the head lowers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands by the side. Prasarita C, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, take them behind the back, interlink the fingers or use the belt. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, forward fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to waist, Prasarita D. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold, elbows lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, step forward, Samastitihi. Parsvottanasana, reverse prayer position, hands to elbow or full prayer. Step the right foot back, inhale, roll round, face the back of your mat. Straight legs, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold over the right leg. Extend the spine for 1. Crown of the head reaching forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to stand. Turn the right foot in, roll forward, face the front of your mat. Step the back foot wide, inhale. Exhale, forward fold over the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, step forward, hands by the side, Samastitihi. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Weight into the left foot, left hand to waist. Shoulders stay over hips. Inhale, lift the right knee to chest. Further extension, take peace fingers around the big toe or extend the leg. I'm going to stay with my knee bent for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, external rotation. Take the leg or foot out to the side for 1. Gaze over the left shoulder. 2, press the tailbone down. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, back to center, both hands to waist. Point the toe, lengthen the leg for 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw the belly in. 5. Exhale, release. Straight onto the other side. Weight into the right foot, right hand to waist. Inhale, lift the left knee. Peace fingers around the big toe. Extend the leg if you've got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, external rotation. Take the knee or leg out to the side. Gaze over right shoulder. 1, 2. Try and find some ease in the pose. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, back to midline. Exhale, straighten the leg. 1. Try not to lean back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, release. Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana, half bound forward fold. Lifting into tree pose with the right leg or taking the foot above the knee. Otherwise, pointing the toe, foot comes into the opposite groin. Right hand behind the back, maybe take the bind, maybe forward fold. 1, 2, 3. Eventually the palm is flat on the floor next to the left foot. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back, halfway lift, wait, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, release from here, straight onto the other side. Tree pose, left foot comes into inner thigh, ankle above opposite knee. Otherwise, pointing the toe, drawing it into the crease of the opposite groin, left hand behind the back. See if you can take the bind and forward fold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale here. Inhale, rise to stand. And exhale, release. Front of your mat, sun salutation A. Ekam, inhale, lift the arms, look up. Dvay, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, rise to flat back. Chatwari, step or jump and work through Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Look forward, step or jump the feet. Front of the mat, bend the knees, lift the arms, Utkatasana for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, step or jump. Work through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one, right foot forward, back heel in and down. Lift the arms, maybe press the palms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, roll around to the back of your mat. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana A on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay on this side. Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2. 1. Left arm forward, right arm back. Relax the shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Left toe in, right toe out. Bend the right knee, face forward for 1. Virabhadrasana B on the right side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cartwheel the hands down. Breathe in, slide the foot to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step, jump, hop through to seated. Straighten the legs out. Well done. You've done standing. Toes back towards you, palms to the floor. Lift the chest, tuck the chin. 1, draw the belly in. 2, pelvic floor engaged. 3, this is Dandasana, staff pose. 4, 5. As you breathe in, reach forward, belt around the feet or peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, rise flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Gaze to big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Stay in this position if it's your maximum, otherwise hands around the feet. Exhale, forward fold. 1. Try and lengthen through the front of your body. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Reaching the hands past the feet, taking the wrist lock or staying in a previous position. 1, forward fold, deep forward fold. 2, crown of the head reaching forward. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Hands behind you, fingertips face forward, Purvottanasana. Bend the knees, otherwise press the big toe, lift the legs, lift back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chin to chest, drop the glutes to the floor. Optional vinyasa, your choice. Cross the ankles, press through, lift the bum, step or jump, and work through Chaturanga. Remember, you can take these out if your body doesn't need them today. Inhale, step or jump through. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Bend the right knee, take it wide. Coming into half lotus position. Otherwise, sole of the foot against the inside of the thigh, working the heel of the foot towards the groin. Reach forward, find the outer edge of the left foot. Forward fold as you exhale. 1. Gaze point of drishti is to the big toe. 2, so my face is looking down, but I'm looking up through the top of my eyebrows. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, release, rise up. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Onto the left side, bend the knee. Take it wide. Half lotus on the left side. Otherwise, foot just above the knee. See if you can take the bind. Exhale, forward fold. 1. Keep it nice and rhythmic. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Cross the ankles, work on vinyasa. Inhale, step or jump it back, working through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. So you'll notice I'm modifying by bringing my body to the floor, by not lifting up all at one time, just to make it a little bit easier. Triangle Mukha, take the right knee behind you. Remember, block under the left bum if you need, pressing the calf out to the side. Legs together. Inhale, reach for the foot, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1. 2, if you're not sure about anything in any of the positions. 3, just go back to previous days. 4, where we talk about it in a little more detail. 5. So traditionally, inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. We would be doing vinyasas in between each side. We will get there eventually. When we make our full primary, we'll do it. Left foot behind, take the hands to the feet, exhale, forward fold. 1. So just be aware if you're feeling like you're drawing over to the right side. 2, if that's the case, take the block underneath the right sit bone. 3, find the length in the back. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Let's work. So you can stay here, crossing the ankles, squeezing the knee in, that motion. Otherwise, rocking all the way through, step or jump. Contract the glutes to create that tight board as you lower through chaturanga. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step or jump. Lengthen the legs, Janu Shishasana series. Bend the right knee, take it wide. Draw the heel of the foot towards the glute, square over the left leg. Inhale, reach forward, find the foot, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1. Belly button to thigh. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release, straighten right leg, bend left knee. Take it wide to the side, sole of the foot against the inside of the thigh. Inhale, find the feet, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1. Try and square the shoulders by drawing the left shoulder down. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Cross the ankles, work through vinyasa. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or jump it through, lengthen the legs. Janu B. Same setup, bend the right knee. This time we lift up onto the heel of the foot into the perineum, and the right toes running down the inseam of the left leg. Inhale, find the feet, the foot, rise to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. 1, you should feel a little deeper stretch in your hamstring. 2, working the external rotation in the right hip. 3, and working to strengthen and lengthen through the right ankle. 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, hands behind, lift off, straighten the right leg, straight onto the left. Bend the left knee up, drop it wide, hands behind you, lift the bum. Reach forward, find the feet, flat back. So remember, options are to take the belt. 1. If this is too much, you're coming back to a previous version with a foot inside of the thigh. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the knees, suck it in, rock through, step or jump to your plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, Janu Shasana C. From here, taking 2 blocks, or maybe you want to try 1 today. Take it under the bum. Bend the right knee towards the body. Let it drop down to the side. Scoop the heel up. Press the toes down. Good. Maybe the knee can come down. And eventually we're coming into that forward fold. Otherwise, you stay lifted. 1. Deep toe stretch. Remember, the option for this is to come on all fours, tuck the toes, and come into that seated position. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Gently, gently come out of the pose. Any knee issues or hip issues, you're not going to do that one, remember? We're tucking the toes. Bend the left knee, take it to the side, palms face up. Scoop under the heel, drop the toes towards the ground. The heel is lifted. Reach forward, find flat back. Exhale, come over the right leg. 1. 2, try and drop the left knee towards the ground. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, gently release. Come off of your block. If you're using one, maybe work through vinyasa. Inhale to lift. Exhale, step or jump it back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Moving into the Marichyasana A to D family. Taking the bind. Left leg straightens, right knee up to the chest, foot out to the side. So we lift the right arm, come inside, wrap it around. Take a belt if you need. Otherwise, find the bind, forward fold. Left toes are active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, release, straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee. Nice wide gap between the thigh and the foot. Lift the left arm. Reach forward, forward, forward. Wrap the hand around the outer edge of the knee. See if you can take the bind or take the belt between the hands. Forward fold. 1. So you'll notice that over time, your forward fold can get deeper. 2. So don't be disheartened if you're not getting much forward fold yet. 3. Deep breaths. 4, 5. So we're beginning to dig deep now. Inhale, rise to flat back. Keep the momentum going. The breath is strong. Cross the legs. Inhale, lift. Step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. It's nice, fast pace today. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump it through. Marichyasana B. So left foot comes under right knee and we take the bind again. Otherwise, left knee in, half lotus position. So the cue to do this is if you could do it in the Ardha Baddha. If you're not, you're taking the foot under. Bend the right knee, drop the left knee to the ground, and let's see if we can take the bind once again. Forward fold for 1. If there's any ankle issues or niggles, 2, once you get into this position, come out and readjust the foot. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release, gently come out, straight onto the other side. Bend the right knee, take it to the side. Scoop the heel, draw it close towards the groin, close the knee in. Bending the left leg, right knee to floor. Reach forward, wrap the left arm around, find the bind. Otherwise, that right leg comes under, threads underneath the left. For 2. Is your Ujjayi breath still working? 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, release. Coming through vinyasa, otherwise skip it out if you need. Step or jump, work through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, building that shoulder and tricep strength, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump it through, coming down. Marichasana, bend the right knee, right hand behind you, fingertips face away. Inhale, lift the left arm, elbow outside of knee, gaze around to the back of your mat, left toes engaged. Let's go from 2, taking the bind if you'd like, 3, 4, and 5. Just checking with the breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. When we go into deep twist, sometimes the breath can become really short. So I want you to focus on relaxing into the pose. Left hand behind you, right elbow to outside of knee, otherwise closing the gap between the thigh and the body and taking that bind. 1, sit up tall, gaze behind you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. That was tight for me. Cross the ankles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. So if you started exhale, downward facing, doing your vinyasas, and now they feel a little bit tiring, then you're going to miss them out, no problem. Left foot threads under right. From here, bend the right knee nice and tight. We're coming into that twist again. Come forward, see if you can take the bind. Maybe interlink the hands behind you. Otherwise, right hand to the back, and left arm lifting. Gaze away. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Bend the left knee, tuck the right foot under. We're going for that bind. Otherwise, left hand behind you, taking the right elbow to the outside of the knee, take the gaze away for 1. So this pose really does depend on proportions of the body. 2, leg length, arm length, torso length. 3, you've got longer arms, can wrap a little easier, maybe size has an effect. And 5, inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Work on vinyasa. Inhale, step or jump. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump through to seated. I'm just moving my mat from the wall a little bit. Luckily for you, can have a little break. Okay, let's move into Navasana, boat pose, 5 rounds. Bend the knees, hands underneath the knees, point the toes. Stay here if you need to, otherwise lift the shins, lengthen the arms for 1. We're going to do 5 rounds. 2, lift the chest, avoid the rounding through the back. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands, inhale, rock and lift the bum for 1. Release, straight back up, round 2. 1. Ujjayi breathing. 2, relax the muscles of the face. 3, 4, 5. Cross the legs the uncomfortable way. Plant the hands, inhale, lift. Exhale, straight back up, maybe straighten the legs. 1. You don't have to, maybe keep the knees bent, it will come. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, cross the legs. Inhale, lift the bum. 2 more, inhale, rise. Don't think about it, let's just go. 2, lift the chest. 3, 4, you are stronger than you think. 5, cross the legs the uncomfortable way, rock forward, lift. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time cross the legs, reach forward, step or jump all the way back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming into Bhuji Padasana, the arm pressure pose. So either step or jump your feet to the outer edges of your hands. So you're going to sink down nice and low. Try and get the shoulders wedged underneath the back of the thighs. If you've got any issues with that, then you're coming into a yogi squat and staying here, working on bringing the squat lower. Otherwise, you tuck the shoulders underneath, wiggle the feet over the hands, create a nice tight ball. See if you can cross the feet. Maybe lift the feet, work on the arm balance. And if you've got that there, stay here for 5. Otherwise, you can forward fold, wiggle, 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 wiggle the feet back onto the crown of the head and eventually onto the chin, looking forward. 2 more deep breaths for 1. 2. Now to come out, use the weight. Good. Transfer it back. Step, step. Eventually we come into crow, but we'll look at that later. Step or jump to your plank and lower down. Well done. Inhale, upward facing. Remember, we are at the peak of the mountain, downward facing dog. Kurmasana, tortoise pose. So you are either going to step or jump your feet to the outside of your hands once again. And slowly, slowly, drop the bum down, let the feet lift and come all the way into a forward fold. So option 1, the knees are bent, feet to the floor, and just wiggle the arms underneath the backs of the knees, and you can stay here. You'll need to make sure the feet aren't too wide, as we discussed yesterday. And if you've got it, you're going to start wiggling the legs forward, tucking those arms underneath the legs, forehead eventually to the floor. 1. This can feel quite intense. 2. So if you don't like it, come out. Let the body learn to trust the position in an earlier stage. 4. And 5, Supta Kurmasana, sleeping tortoise. Rise up a little, wiggle the feet towards each other. Take the arms back. Good. Eventually, the hands are going to interlink behind the back and those feet cross over behind the head. But I haven't done this for a few months, so this is where I'm at. 2, So the shoulders really should be under the thighs. 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, gently rise up. Wiggle out of position. So eventually we'll come up into crow pose and then jump the legs back. But we'll work on it. From here, cross the ankles. Inhale, step it back to plank and lower down. Well done. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step or jump it through to seated. Embryo pose, Gardha Pindasana. So if you have lotus position, from all these wonderful hip openers we're doing, come into lotus. Right foot comes in first, and then the left. Squeeze the knees in as much as possible. No ankle or knee issues. Otherwise, just cross the legs. And then from there, we're meant to take the arms through the space of the legs and join them in prayer position. But for today, let's just wrap the hands around the knees and hug them into chest. Good. 5 breaths. Balancing on the sit bone for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do that rolling sensation. So make sure you've got enough room around you. Make sure you tuck your chin to your chest to create the curve in the spine. Inhale, rock back, rise up. We're going to do this 9 times. 3, this really is in the sequence. I'm not just making this up for a laugh. 5, 6, 7, and 8. One more. 9. From here, come up, plant the hands, and see if you can lift the bum. So I want you to take your blocks, either side, squeeze the knees to the chest, and see if you can lift the body for 1. Good. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, I'm hot now, I don't know about you. So you do that with the hands between the legs, Kukutasana, which is our cockerel or rooster pose. Now if you're in half lotus and feel okay, you're going to come through your vinyasa, otherwise normal vinyasa, by reaching forward, rise to the knees. From there, you bend the elbows, draw the elbows towards the torso, kick the legs back, inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, step or jump, moving into Baddha Konasana, ABC, I'll come forward. Soles of the feet together, heels of the feet towards the groin, interlink the fingers, wrap them around the outsides of the feet. Lift the chest, tuck the chin, Baddha Konasana A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baddha Konasana B, exhale, forward fold, but we're avoiding rounding the spine. So you may only move a millimeter to begin. Eventually, we want a nice neutral spine coming into a forward fold, chin to floor. I mean, that's how far I am away. My lovely tight hips, which I love and adore. Let's take 3 more breaths. 1, you should feel this nice and deeply in the groin and the inside of the legs. 4, 5. Inhale, rise up, release the hands, shimmy the heels of the feet away from the groin, press the thumbs into the base of the big toe and peel open the feet as if you're reading pages of a book. Baddha Konasana C is a deep forward fold with a rounding of the back and the forehead comes towards the big toe, elbows wide. So we breathe in, lift up, exhale, round or curl through the spine and drop the forehead to the big toes. 1, Ujjayi breathing please. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise to flat back. Exhale, cross the legs here. We are going to end here for today. We have about 3 more sections left of standing, which we're going to get done in 2 days. So you have 2 more days of quite intense practice, and then we go into closing series, and then it's all done. Yoga Mudra, take the hands behind the back, hands to each elbow, lift through the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Sealing in the benefits of your practice for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise up, release the hands, index finger and thumb together, chin mudra. Soft gaze to the tip of the nose or close the eyes, Ujjayi breathing, 10 breaths. Slow everything back down. Release the breath control. Take the awareness to the space between the eyebrows. And you're welcome to stay in a seated position or unravel, lie onto your back to take some rest. Shavasana, we made it. Spread the feet just wider than hip distance apart, wiggle the shoulders away from the ears. Allow the hands to fall beside the body, palms facing up. Take a lovely deep breath in and out. Maybe create some sound as you exhale. Just allow the body to begin to settle. And as we begin to practice for a longer period of time, it's absolutely crucial that we extend the resting period. Allowing the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the fascia to soften as we rest, and to allow the systems of the body to really absorb what we have just done. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, the only reference to the asana or pose is that it is stable and comfortable. And the purpose, or the real purpose, of doing all these movements is to gain mental stamina, physical stamina, and to open up the body so that we're able to spend an extended period of time in rest and eventually meditation. So all this physical stuff is just so that we can reach meditation or calmness in the mind without being distracted by any aches and niggles through the physical body. In these last few moments, you might be aware of where your body holds tightness, perhaps an old injury, perhaps through repetitive movements, whatever it may be. If you are aware of these areas, just take the awareness there, asking them to soften. For me, it's my lower jaw, my shoulders, my lower back, my belly. Just by directing the awareness to these areas, I can feel them gently releasing and relaxing. Let's begin to take a deeper breath now back into the body. Give some movement through your fingers and your toes. Maybe reach the arms up overhead. Bend the knees when you're ready and come over to your right hand side. Good. Slowly, slowly make your way to seated. Taking the hands to prayer in front of the chest. Close the eyes, take a deep inhale and exhale here. Let's close the practice on an Om, inhaling here. Namaste. Well done. Well done, well done. Can you believe it? It's only been 2 weeks. Practice begins to get a little bit steadier and easier from here as we climb down the other side of the mountain. So the finishing poses are some wide leg forward folds, and then we lift the legs up, and then we come onto our back forward, and then we have Supta Padangusthasana, which is same as standing balance, where we lift the leg out and take it wide, but we're lying on our backs. And then we go into the finishing sequence, which is back bends, shoulder stands, and headstands. And I'll do separate sessions each day for each of them because they're a little bit more complex. So as I mentioned, if you've tried today and you found it particularly strenuous, then go back to the previous day where we did it to Navasana boat pose, where that is such a an amazing achievement on its own. And after your practice, just become aware of any aches through the joints of the lower body. So sensations in the hips is probably going to be there because we've done a lot of external rotation. But we don't really want it through the we don't want it through the outer edges or the insides of the knees, and particularly through the outer edges of the ankles, which sometimes can occur when we do these half lotus things and the hips aren't quite open enough. And I get it still to this day, because as I've said many times throughout the days, my hips are naturally really tight with the internal rotation. So it is quite challenging for me anyway, particularly if you run or do any other activities, or even if you walk quite a distance every day, they're going to have an impact into your hips. So slowly, slowly, this practice can take many years as opposed to 21 days. So it's just my reminder of checking in with you guys and to tell you that you're absolutely amazing and that you've just done day 13. All right, I'll see you. I won't see you tomorrow because it's going to be a rest day, but I'll see you for the 3rd week on Monday for our final ending of the seated and moving into closing. Well done.